Let's get to Adam Brandon. Adam is the president and CEO of Freedom Works based in D.C. He's been a freedom fighter for a very long time. Adam, great to have you, man.
Oh, thanks for having me, and you're absolutely right. I'm sitting here in the People's Republic of Alexandria, Virginia, and I don't want to call anyone out, but it is amazing how in the last recent weeks, a lot of small business owners, they've just started to open their doors. And I've kind of asked when I've gone in and patronized their store, like, hey, just curious when the open date is. And they're just saying, well, we're a little confused on the orders, but if they don't get open, they're going to lose their entire livelihoods, their life savings, their dreams. So my neighborhood's kind of soft opened already here in Virginia.
Adam, what did you think of the mask order yesterday by Governor Northam? That violates every civil liberty we have. It's unconstitutional, but there was virtually zero pushback from anybody, especially the absent Republicans in the state.
Well, I think it's political. It's the sense that it's like trying to stop a glacier at this point. People want to get out. I know the statistics in my home state of Ohio, which I think are pretty similar across the country, that 70% of COVID deaths come from nursing homes. This is a highly targeted population, which is the epicenter of the pandemic. It's not 25-year-old bartenders. It's not 30-year-old office workers. We know exactly who the most affected people are. So, and I think most Americans are starting to understand this. So as this pressure to reopen just builds, it's kind of like a fig leaf for political cover. It's like, well, okay, you're going to go out, but you have to wear a mask. You have to wear a mask. And, it's disconcerting wearing that mask in the sense of I kind of feel like a bandit walking around with, and my gosh, the looks sometimes if you go into a place without it and the people stare at you. But to start to mandate these things, it is amazing when you get out into more rural Virginia. People aren't wearing their masks there. That's very clear.
So where do we go from here, Adam Brandon?
Well, I would prefer you. There was the news when you came into the radio show here. It was talking about the next stimulus bill, the next round of bailouts and spending. To me, my approach is, why don't you target nursing homes, get them some supplies that they need, and just let the rest of us open up the economy. It's going to be a heck of a lot cheaper than trying to pour trillions more dollars to keep healthy bartenders at home this summer.
What about these bailouts? I'm in New Jersey. Get this Governor Phil Murphy. By the way, Adam, another Goldman Sachs bajillionaire. I mean, you get these people from Goldman Sachs. They got their money by raping businesses, raping homeowners, stealing from them, shipping our jobs overseas, lowering wages. That's how they got them. This guy's a bajillionaire. Here's what he does. He shuts the state down, shuts down New Jersey totally. They have $1 billion, that's with a B, dollar deficit now. Now he threatens Trump, and he says, if I don't get $1 billion bailout, I will lay off cops, firefighters, and first responders. And the blood, he says, is on your hands. Basically, that's what he said yesterday. How do you deal with these kind of people?
And I think you mentioned that where you are right now on the Jersey Shore, if these businesses don't start to open up, it's not like they can come later in the year, open up and recuperate their life savings and their work. There's a very short window of time that you can earn your money if you're working on the summer on a beach. And what's crazy to me, and I haven't seen any, what do we know about this virus? UV light kills it. We know that when people are outside, it blows around and spreads around. So possibly the safest place you could actually be is on a beach or in a beach setting. Yet you're going to treat the beach community as if it's Newark, New Jersey, a close-in, high-density part of New York State. There's no scientific sense to that. And I thought these Goldman guys were supposed to be math wizards. Math wizardry says to me, hey, get people out in parks and outside recreating. It's healthier, and it's about the safest place you can be is out at a beach in the sunlight.
President saying that if Roy Cooper in North Carolina, he says he's got a week to give him the clearance to go ahead with our convention. I'm a national delegate there again. So is my wife. The president wants 10,000 people there. He wants a convention. And it doesn't look like Roy Cooper's going to give that to him right now. He can't make a decision. Cooper's, as you know, between a rock and a hard place. If he goes forward with the convention, he's up in November for reelect. His base is petrified and angry. They stay home. If he doesn't have the convention, he's going to get beat because that's a $500 million gone that people in Charlotte and surrounding areas are depending on. So basically, Trump put him in a box. What do you think he's going to do?
Well, by the way, a convention, that's a massive undertaking, both with security, with logistics, with media. The whole thing is a massive, massive undertaking. So you can't decide 2 weeks before if it's thumbs up or thumbs down. It takes months to put an event like this together. So if someone in North Carolina, the governor says you can't go forward, the president's left no choice but to go someplace that says, yes, come here, because we know you need at least 8 weeks, 9 weeks to get the logistics sorted out, to cater to house all these different people. So it's not a trivial thing in a few months. Literally, if North Carolina doesn't open up, the president and the RNC, they have no choice but to go someplace. And then places like Texas, they're welcoming them in with big open arms. I mean, that just shows you that those states are open for business. And you're right, that's a lot of money that would leave Charlotte and go to Dallas, go to Houston, go to Atlanta, to the advantage of those states. So the governor is in a position where, he has to put at some point he has to look at the economics and then you have to look at the politics. But if he truly cares about the people of his state, having a convention, again, I mentioned I was from Ohio, the positivity of the Cleveland Convention for the Republican Party still resonates in that community, from the investment, from the morale boost. These conventions are a very big, important deal. And the thought that we're just going to take these things like, let's just do them a virtual thing, that's a direct shot at our democracy and our way of our republic.
Well, I don't think the president's going to stand for that, so he's got options, because by the time we get to August, both Georgia and Florida, there's 2 states. There's going to be others, but there's 2, Texas probably, Alabama, Mississippi. They're going to be in phase 4 or 5. I mean, they're like done with this whole thing. I mean, a couple of friends of mine went to Savannah last week. Beaches were open. Bars are open. Yeah, they have guidelines. They're not enforced. Everybody is doing whatever they want. And the numbers in Georgia are down. Why? Because people aren't getting sick. Why? Because they're out. Why? Because they don't have masks. Why? Because they're not hiding at home in hazmat suits and breaking their immune system down. That's why the numbers in Florida are down and Georgia are down. Alabama are down. Every state that's been open, the numbers are down. Having said that, if Cooper's not going to commit, let's just get it the hell out of there. Why even wait?
You got a plan. I would rather President Trump's focusing on a speech than trying to figure out where he's going to be spending the night before the convention. And I think, look, delegates have to know where they're going. It's a logistical nightmare. But if you're in North Carolina and you're in an economic drought, this is like a hurricane of money that's coming into your state. This is a dream.
$500 million.
And
$500 million estimated.
It's going to literally save your restaurant. It's going to literally save your restaurant and hotel industry potentially this year. Literally save it. And so that's a heck of a rescue package, private sector rescue package. And for the governor to turn away from that, they're going to have to answer to the people of Charlotte. They're going to lose a lot of their best restaurants and a couple hotels.
Adam, final question. Do we need another stimulus bill?
No. We need to open up the economy. The whole reason you need these stimulus bills is because the economy is artificially shut down. Look, I've been starting to say, if you're going to spend some money, spend a little bit of money to help support our nursing homes and the men and women who work there and keep those people safe. That's where the outbreaks are. That's the epicenter. It's not on the Jersey Shore. It's not in Charlotte at the convention center right now. Let's open it up and allow businesses to operate, to generate wealth, to let people get back to work, and then we know enough about this virus, we can target the most at risk.
No, I think that's exactly it. I want to thank you for joining us today. Adam Brandon, go to freedomworks.com. That's freedomworks.com.